National Football League on EA Sports. Three games decided, three more to come this wild card weekend. And off we go on this fine Sunday. Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Three games decided, three more to come this wild card weekend. And off we go on this fine Sunday. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. First carry now for Kenneth Walker. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll motion over Metcalf. On second down, Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
From the shotgun, Smith. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
On 1st down, here's Geno to throw. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
On the ground, it's Walker. He's going to force his way for a yard or two, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. A 2nd down throw for Smith. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll run right. Here's Walker. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. 2nd down and 3. Working out of the gun, Smith. Over the middle, Metcalf has it. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. A shotgun run now with Walker. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Once again, it's Walker. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down forthcoming. From the shotgun, it's Smith. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And this is taken in by the defense. Any turnover down here hurts, Greg. these feel even worse because you have the reception. Looks like you're going to gain yardage, and then the fumble and the turnover, the defense takes the ball.
And they got exactly what they wanted out of the pass play, Mike. They're able to make the completion, but now as the ball... You cannot be thinking, oh, I have to score, get it in the end zone. You still have to protect the ball. He doesn't. The ball gets knocked free, and the defense creates a huge turnover.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay, so this one is going to need a little closer look. What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. That's taken in, and this won't be a touchdown, but it will be a 1st down as they're able to get the conversion and set up 1st and goal. Here's Walker. And he will power his way into the end zone. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards. Mooney in motion. On 2nd down, Penix. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And that'll set up 4th down. And now here comes the punt team. Jackson Smith and Jigba back for the return. This brought in out past the 20. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll motion over Metcalf. On 1st down is Smith. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. So after one, here on Super Wild Card Weekend, 7-0 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. From the gun, it's Gino. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He was looking for Kenneth Walker out of the backfield. And it's going to be 3rd down.
13X. Down like a lawnmower, baby.
They'll motion over Metcalf. Smith from the gun on 3rd down. Going up top and looking for Andrews. And he'll be brought down, but not before. All the way up near midfield.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining. 1st and 10. He'll get this out to the left flat, and they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They'll motion over Metcalf. Throwing on 2nd down, Smith. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Now a give to Walker, running right. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll get this out wide. And he'll be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. Charbonnet going to try to pull his way in. A dive, and he's in. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the a loose football. It is picked up by the defense. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. And a deep hole gets even deeper. This has been one-sided right from the start, and this first half nightmare continues.
In a league, Mike, where we see so many close games and there's such parity, every now and then it just seems one team is just clearly dominant, clearly in control of the game, and so far in this first half, that's what's unfolding in front of us. We'll see if they can get back into it in the second half, but up until this point, this team is in complete control.
This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9, just a yard short of that first down. Second and a yard. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, here's Penix. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a 1st down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Trying the left side, here's Robinson. A terrific run there. He's finally taken down at the 25-yard line.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll throw on 1st down with Penix. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And this throw batted away and incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. 3rd down coming up.
You hear quarterback coaches say it all the time. Let's get our guy easy completions. Well, that falls certainly into that category, Mike, but when you fail to connect on those, it just ends up being a wasted down.
on third down. Penix. And he'll take it on in.
Well, after being shut out in the first half, it has to feel good for this offense, Mike, to just get on the board, get something going. But now the question we have to ask is there enough time to come all the way back?
Yeah, just some belief, right, Greg? Just let's watch these guys on the next few drives. Did that give them a little belief that they can stay in this game? Best way to start with that score. So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Here's Gino. He'll get this complete to Walker. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. The run up the middle, and it's Walker. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one. From the gun on third down, Smith. That is caught. He finds Walker. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down. A handoff, running left, it is Walker. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Here we go. Check 59, check 59, cover.
Now, Gino. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Smith. And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down.
Finally, this defense has been searching for a big play after giving up 2 touchdowns on the previous 2 drives. They're going to need more of that. They have to find more impactful plays that end drives and get the ball back to their offense.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Penix. There's Kyle Pitts with the grab. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So it is halftime here in the NFC wildcard matchup. As we send you to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with the EA Sports Halftime Report. It's all yours, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you. The snow continuing to fall as we ready ourselves for the second half to follow. Who survives? Whose season continues on to next week? One half to decide it. Time for the third quarter of the NFC wildcard game. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to break. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. On first down, it's Penix. Throw over the middle, caught by London. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And a good one here on the ground across midfield. Let's give him 9 for the carry. Now Penix to throw on second down. That's going to be intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll motion over Metcalf. Smith to throw on 1st down. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds at the 5. Now it is 1st and goal. Here's a run. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On play action, Penix. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass. And he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
On the give, it's Robinson. Finding room across midfield. A big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field. And that's in an area where usually this play gets erased. Back to throw. Here's Penix. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive. But now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the 2nd half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
To the left side in the hands of London. 19 more on that one, and another 1st down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From the gun, it's Penix. To the right, that's Pitts. It'll be a pickup of 10, and that will be a 1st down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Again, it's Penix. It is brought in the end zone.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure, and I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
Here's Coop for the extra point. He's got it. And the visitors are able to edge a bit closer. So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. This is going to be taken in at the 3. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. Kenneth Walker past the 45. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 80 yards for the touchdown. Saving his best for the playoffs. His 3rd touchdown of the game. Myers now to add the PAT. He gets it to go, and his guys will extend this 3rd quarter lead. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. On the return, it's Robinson. Now he'll give it up. It's a reverse. Now an opening past the 30. Still on the move. A tremendous return. He's already got him in field goal range.
And typically, Mike, you don't find yourself in the playoffs unless all season long you've gotten contributions from your special team. So here's a big one in the return game. I mean, this is something that has been a priority all season long, and they nearly sprung it.
Play clock down to 0. That is not the way to start a drive. Throwing now, Penix on 1st down. That is caught. And he's in.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Koo able to add the extra point. And the visitors back within a couple of scores. It's 35-21. So out is Koo. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. This will be returned from the 6. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Gino. He keeps it himself. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Walker. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. He'll get this out to the left flat. Down the sideline. And he will score. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Here comes the return from a yard or 2 deep. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. They'll come up here. 1st and 10. They'll go play action now with Penix. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. From the gun here in trouble, and he's going to be taken down. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down. A throw right side is intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw him a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
On 1st down is Smith. This one intercepted. And the visitors will take over here just shy of the 30.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
And the lefty Penix on first down. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Penix. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this third quarter.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open.
And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. So 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the shotgun, Smith. Now he takes off. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
Mike, anytime you're preparing to play a quarterback like this, the defense has to be prepared to keep him in the pocket. Once he gets out, we can see clearly why he is such a threat with his legs.
Gino now on first and 10. He'll get this complete to Walker.
Anytime you have a running back like this, it's more about just how many ways can you get the ball in his hand. He's had a great game today so far on the ground. Now they're starting to find ways to get him the ball through the air, and that is a handful for any defense.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Here's a handoff to Walker, running to the left. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
And just like that, you go from second and inches, where you think it's pretty much a given that you're going to move the chains, to now finding yourself in third and 2 or 3. Great job by that defense. This completely changes this possession.
And on third down, that ball incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
And he pulled it left. No good. And they are not able to add on to their big lead.
I can tell you firsthand, Mike, snowy conditions are tough for everybody, but they can be especially tough on the kickers. You just can't practice this. There's nothing you can do to simulate your plant foot, the ground. In this case, it winds up no good.
And he'll take this up past the 40, a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. Plant. It's Penix. That's caught. Robbie Chosen on the ground. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
On 1st and 10, it's Penix. That one taken in by London. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. To throw again, it's Penix. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. 3rd and long. This throw pulled in by Pitts. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up 4th down.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And he's going to take this back all the way. Now the point after try from Myers. He knocks it through. And his guys will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Over the middle, that's his tight end, Pitts. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense
in trouble, and down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. A give, and here comes Robinson. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he's very close to a 1st down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. Only need a yard, and it's 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Penix. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. That's the linebacker, Devin White. The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with Greg their second pick-6 of the game.
And that's just something you don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might see a handful of games each year where there's one pick-6, but to get 2 pick-6s in the same game, this defense is on fire.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. On first down, it's Penix. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Back to throw. Here's Penix. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. 18 yards on the pickup there, and a first down. Here's Penix. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Penix. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Really nice answer to the previous drive from this quarterback. You want to play at this league and you want to play for a long time, you better have a short-term memory because mistakes are going to happen. Really nice job here bouncing back, putting together a promising drive, and he's open to come away with a touchdown of his own.
Penix going to throw again. Got his man at the 6. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Smith. That's caught downfield by Hamler. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Myers now to add the PAT. It's up and through. And his guys will add one more onto their big lead. down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here we go. One final play. He'll air it out down the middle. And that final throw here is intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. They are moving on in these playoffs. They win here at home as the number 2 seed. That means right back here next weekend as they'll host a game in the divisional round. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.